I often get asked the question, Zaid, how do you have such good muscle mass and how are you so lean at the same time? Longest time, I didn't really have a rebuttal aside from just work out really hard and do some cardio, which is true. But as I started learning more and more about testosterone, I realized a lot of it is contributed to the fact that I have a high amount of testosterone in my body being utilized. It's not as one dimensional as people make it seem. There's different facets to increasing your testosterone. Before I dive balls deep into this video, I just want to say I have a community that is created to show you how I stay lean year round, how I run 10 miles a day, how I lift weights like a madman and only eat one meal a day, have ample muscle and stay shredded, show you guys how I grew on social media to over 7.5 million followers across different platforms. And I break down male-female dynamics as far as dating in 2025, things you need to know so you don't get absolutely decimated. Let's go over the 3 different facets. Number 1, we need to increase the free testosterone in our body. Number 2, we need to increase the androgen receptor sensitivity. And number 3, we need to increase the density of the androgen receptors. This sounds complicated and weird. Stick with me. I'm going to explain it so simple that an idiot could understand. Okay, so this is my physique right now. According to ChatGPT, I'm like 7 to 9% body fat. This physique allows me to increase the free testosterone in my body. That's the first thing I want to go over. The leaner you are, the less fat you have, the more free testosterone you can produce. If you have high percentage of body fat, like in this photo, I had about 13 to 15% body fat, it actually can block the production of testosterone in your body. So number 1 is reduce your fat. Get rid of as much fat as humanly possible. It will increase the testosterone production in your body. And the way you do that is very simple. You exercise, you get into a caloric deficit. Let's say you eat 2,500 calories a day, you want to burn 3,000 daily. It's that simple. It's simple math. And over weeks, that compounds and you lose weight like that. Now, according to the internet, that's one of the most important things to increasing free testosterone. You also want to lift heavy weights, about 80% of your max, 3 to 5 reps. Do that every single time you work out. If you do high volume, include some higher weight sets with lower reps. And then sleep well. Sleep is super important in increasing your free testosterone. I, for example, when I get shit sleep, I feel like a whole different human being versus when I get a good solid 7 hours of sleep, of deep sleep, I feel brand new. I feel like I can conquer the world. My energy is like tripled. So now, what is free testosterone, okay? Let's say you have this body as I do right now. Free testosterone is simple. It's these little dots floating around your body, in your blood, waiting to be utilized to give you the desired effects that testosterone produces. Free testosterone just means you have the potential to utilize testosterone. And when you have a lot of free testosterone, you just have more potential. So free testosterone is basically produced when you get good sleep, you have lower body fat, and you lift heavy weights. Now, these dots aren't being utilized yet to produce the effects that you want, which brings us to point number 2. You have to increase your androgen receptor sensitivity. What is an androgen receptor? Let's say these are your free testosterones. Androgen receptors are like magnets, okay? The more sensitive they are, the more magnetized they are, the more free testosterone you're gonna pull in to this receptor, which gets utilized in the body, and then it produces the effects that you want, which is leaner muscle, which is higher energy, which is higher sex drive, which is more motivation, etc. So the free testosterone doesn't get utilized until it gets extracted by the androgen receptors. And the more sensitive your androgen receptors are, the more testosterone you're going to pull in. Maybe not all of these dots will be pulled in, but a lot will be pulled in. If you have desensitized androgen receptors, let's say they're not very magnetized, it pulls in very little of this free testosterone, and basically it's all for nothing. You just have this unutilized free testosterone in your body because you have desensitized androgen receptors. So how do we increase the sensitivity? How do we make these more magnetized so we can pull in as much free testosterone as humanly possible? We worked hard to get it. Now we want to pull it in and get the desired effect that testosterone produces. So just like point number 1, the research emphasizes strength train, lift heavy weights. Every single time you go to the gym, do heavy sets. Even if you like volume training, do a couple heavy sets each and every single time, especially the compound lifts such as deadlifts, squats, bench press. That's going to increase the sensitivity of your androgen receptors, helping you pull in more free testosterone. Reducing stress. So this is a big one. Stress can literally kill your testosterone production, your androgen receptivity. You need to reduce your stress, and you can do that through cardio, breath work, meditation, whatever the case is, just get in a comfortable state at least once a day. Make an effort to reduce the stress. And then you could do things such as supplement with zinc, magnesium, and omega-3s. These micronutrients help you increase the sensitivity of your androgen receptors, which will pull in more free testosterone. Point number 3, we need to increase the androgen receptor density. In this photo, we had 4 androgen receptors, let's say. If we have 6 androgen receptors that are highly sensitive, super magnetized, guess what? We're pulling in more free testosterone. So instead of pulling in, let's say, half of this, we might pull in 3/4 of all of these free testosterone dots flowing in the body with more androgen receptors that are highly sensitive. How do we increase the androgen receptors? Number 1, keeps reiterating, keep training consistently. Train, heavy weights, heavy weights, heavy weights. By now, you should know you need to lift fucking heavy. Number 2, use creatine. Creatine is apparently a miracle supplement. I've taken it on and off. It definitely 1000% increases strength, which will allow you to lift heavier weights, which will help you with all of this. So take creatine, do some research on it, but every single article I've ever read is creatine's good, creatine's this, creatine's that. And the last point, make sure you sustain a healthy liver. If you drink a lot, stop drinking, keep your inflammation low. There's a lot of things that inflame our bodies, specifically food. If you're eating a shit diet, your body's probably 24/7 inflamed, which decreases your androgen receptor density, sensitivity, and your free testosterone overall. So watch what you eat. I would say if you guys want a simple fix, just go on a whole food diet. It's that simple. Things with minimal ingredients that aren't ultra processed, that will help with everything I just listed here. So here's a super simple analogy, okay? Free testosterone is like stocking a pond with fish. Let's say we put in 1,000 fish. Increasing the androgen receptor sensitivity is like having good bait on your line. So you're able to catch some of those fish. You're not going to catch all 1,000 of those fish, but you're going to catch a bunch with good bait on the line versus not having any bait at all. And then increasing the androgen density is like having multiple poles in the water with good bait pulling from those fish. You're not going to catch 1,000 fish, but you're going to catch a fuckload with good bait and more rods in the water. If this made sense, if this helped you, share it with somebody else, save the video, watch it a few times. And then if you want to increase your testosterone, deep dive into individual points that I've laid out for you. So increasing your free test, androgen receptor sensitivity, and the density of your androgen receptors. Deep dive into these, and if you can optimize each and every single point, you can then have crazy test and feel the effects full scale.